Hello, hello. Wyntis is knocked out today. It's Friday, y'all. It's Friday. It's Friday. Wyntis, go ahead and start sharing.
Okay.
Because you know I cannot see the board, only you'll be able to see it.
I am sharing right now.
How you doing, Mickey?
How you? I muted myself. How you doing this morning? This good evening.
Doing good.
It's cold.
It's cold. It's cold in Flint.
Yep.
It's hot. It's hot in DC.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, you hear me?
What?
Wow. Yeah, it's hot in DC.
I can't
This
hear
weather,
myself.
this weather is no joke.
Oh, there you go. My bad, Hon. I have muted myself.
Oh, okay. In DC. Oh Lord,
What was that?
girl, that's my phone. As soon as I turn my phone on so I can share, it starts talking.
Oh, Woodrow, no, you stay. We'll talk about you while you're here.
Oh shit.
He said, "Was he allowed to hear, or should he leave?" You don't
Yes,
want
the men can participate in Sister Circle, but the truth is that the conversation is always gonna be leaned towards women.
to. See,
That
Dr. Bucko Granny here. She said she laying in the bed on her heating pad. Oh, I want to go to
that's what
bed.
women's want to be today.
Yes.
So I've been seeing on what's going on this whole week, a whole long week over in Flint. A lot of craziness going on, but also there's some good things going on too. Um, I seen a couple people about to do some events to clean up, and I was happy to see that when people are uniting to clean up. That's a good cause.
Oh yeah, we talked about you last night when I had Miss Rose Morrow on the show. And remember when I took you over to Eric's house, and
Oh
we
yeah.
went down in that second block of Russell and I think it was Summit and something like that. They're doing a cleanup over there at the end of the month. And guess who our campaign manager is? I think you seen the show last night, James.
I seen it a minute, but I don't know who James is.
Yes, you do know James, man. You know James, my little brother James.
Oh Lord,
James.
you know I be having a senior moment. I'm 48.
Rose, campaign
James.
manager. He
Yeah,
was on the
Rose
show with Rose
campaign.
Oh,
yesterday.
okay.
James.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. All week I've been in so many events because we were voting here in DC on the 4th. I was for 12 hours from 7 in the morning till more than 12 hours to 8 o'clock at night, sitting in front outside in the hot sun, convincing people to vote for kids. That didn't mean I was telling you who to vote for as a candidate. I was just telling you, keep in mind that when you pick your candidate, that they're for educational revisions. And so we had our table set up, and I took pictures with people that were running for Congress, people that were running for at-large council members, people that were running for ward. So over here we were having Ward 4 was running, Ward 7 was running, and Ward 1, no, Ward 8 was running. Ward 1, they had, I forgot the position, I can't remember. But, and then from there, I went to an event where I really saw politics, how really politics is, how shisty people can be before the information comes in on who got selected. So it was an eye opener for me, to stand there, to really talk to the candidates. We also had a candidate that a lot of people around the United States know. We have a guy that was running. His name is Rodney Red Grant, and he's running
Oh,
for
the comedian?
comedian. Yeah, I took pictures of him. It's on my Facebook.
I'm gonna go check that out.
He has a real. He didn't get picked, unfortunately, but he gave me the view of he is a philanthropist. Blech, I can't even talk right. Philanthropist. So he does a lot of giving back to the community. So when we had our conversations and stuff, he was very candid. Because when people are running, how people be having them spills. Well, I am the right candidate to pick, and they don't have no backing. Like, okay, can you show me what you did? Can you just stop telling me what you can do, and can you show me what you did? So I was able to talk to people and see things that was put on by him. Here in DC, we don't have representation in the Senate. We're like representation without taxation, no representation, whatever, without taxation. So we're being taxed with no representation. Make a long story short, we had our current Congress lady is Eleanor Norton, and she basically been in office forever. And unfortunately, I'm ready for her to go. That's just my opinion. Sometimes people be in office too long and they need to move. That's just my opinion.
Understandable, understandable.
Um,
I kind of feel like that here.
yeah, sometimes, after a while, people do need to step down. If they're not doing anything, just
Yeah.
hogging up a seat.
I mean, I shouldn't say this on your show, but I'm probably gonna get in trouble. But oh well. I get tired of like when I'm talking about on the national level, like
Yeah.
as far as how we see like a lot of these people. I give you for an example, like Dianne Feinstein. I feel like she should have been stepped down. What's the other one? Shit, what's her name from California? Her and oh my gosh, Chuck Schumer. They running the Democratic Party. Well, now what's her name? The lady, she's a representative from California.
Uh,
Her and Chuck Schumer was 1 and 2. Remember they was battling with Trump.
yeah.
I can't think of her
How
name.
about
She's
Pelosi?
yeah, Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. I like them, but I think yeah. I mean, nah, Chris. I know she did. Dianne Feinstein. But what I'm
Nancy
saying,
Pelosi dead.
no, Dianne Feinstein.
Oh,
What I'm saying, they should have been had like some of them people be holding them seats for damn near 20 some years. Then when they die, you know what I'm saying, they never have no replacements.
that's what I was
You're
telling
right.
Rose last night.
You know, when they
When
die,
she in the seat, make sure she come back and get James. And like
see, they never have nobody, and that'd be
lift
my
them
thing.
up.
That'd be my thing, and then you just saying a Republican can come in and get that seat, and they wonder why the Democrat, oh, you lose that seat, or vice versa, like a Republican. You have somebody in so long, and they wondering how a Democrat came in, like my man, what was it down in Alabama? They have he was a Democrat, he got the win. That's because when you be having these lifetime politicians, they be doing this for 20 and 30 years. They don't have nobody to replace them. So then when it come time
Facts.
for somebody to come, you wonder how this party came in and took over.
Yep. Well, as far as women in politics, as far as the top, so let's start from the top. We only have one, that's the vice president, that's Kamala. In the cabinet, we have, oh Lord, my screen just went out. My screen just went out. Here we go. In the cabinet, and it says the numbers have only included women appointees and who have been confirmed. We have 11 of them. In U.S. Supreme Court, there's only 4 women that are in U.S. Supreme Court. In Congress, we have 151 women. 107 of them are Democrats, and 43 of them are Republican. In the U.S. Senate, we have 25. 15 of them are Democrats, and 9 of them are Republican, and 1 independent. In the U.S. House, we have 126, 92 Democrats, and 34 Republican. And these are women in position. In the U.S. delegate, there's 4. In the statewide elective executive, there's 99, 31%, 54 of them are Dems, 43 are Republicans, and 2 are non-party. As far as the United States, we only have 12 women, 8 of them as governors, 8 of them are Democrats, and 4 of them are Republicans. As far as lieutenant governors, we have 22 women, 13 Dems, 9 Republican. And then in other statewide elective executive is 65. Now, and state legislation, which is all the states, is a total of 2,431 women. In all of this, and then in state senate, we have 594 total women, 384 Democrats, 191 Republicans, 18 non-party, and 1 independent. In mayors, in all cities over 30,000 over the city, we only have 417 women mayors. Only 25%. So that's a total. It's 1,616 seats and only 417 women as mayors in the whole entire United States. So let's get away from the numbers. Women are not in politics. We are not running the agendas. We are not pretty much in control of the House, in control of the Senate, in control of the cabinet. So with Kamala being there is a plus. Yes, Anna's a registered Republican, but I'm not voting for Donald Trump.
You're a registered Republican. You
Oh,
did
my
say
God.
that.
I'm off the plane now.
No, you
I
gonna stand
never
there.
do a show.
We're about to crash land.
But let me before you get
No.
offline, go to sleep. But let me do this before I just say this. I say the same thing for the Kentucky. What's old guy that's over in Kentucky? I feel he should step down.
Who?
The one that fell out several times. He didn't have. What's his name? I can't think. Mitch McConnell.
Why y'all picking on?
No, I'm not picking. I'm just saying some have been in there so long because I don't want to look like I was just saying the women, but I'm saying there's other ones who've been in there so long, and I get McConnell. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at, man, and I get what you're saying, but to me, it's more like it's the party line that's really, I think destroying. America. For the Republicans and the Democrats, to be honest with you.
Yeah. If you want to vote early, you got to pick a party. If not, you got to wait until the general election. I was raised in New Jersey. Most of my governors were Republican. We had some real good candidates. I'm from the Ronald Reagan administration, very huge on their politics. But we're not going to talk about my beliefs. We're going to talk about the women. And so right there in Flint, when I see that we have, what is it? We have Liddell, we have Judy, we have Councilwoman Jerry Winfrey Carter, Councilwoman Tanya Burns. Then we have, I could never say her name. Candace. And thank God we got rid of Eva. Jesus Christ, Lord, forgive me. But even though it looked like that we had a higher population of women in there, I don't know if Candace is a mother. Is she a mother? No. So Candace wasn't. Eva was a mom. Tanya's a mom. Jerry Winfrey Carter's a mom. Miss Judy has kids?
She got some cats.
She got some cats and some dogs.
Okay, so that's 2 women on there with no kids. And then Liddell has 1 son. Even though it looked like a high representation, I ain't gonna lie, I was happy when Jared. What's Jared's last name? I'm sorry. I'm not in Flint, so I can't remember.
That's his last name.
Jonathan Jared.
Yeah, Jonathan Jarrett got in because we still need more women to be in position. And the reason why I'm saying this, Mickey, because it's not wrong with men being in leadership, but we have been the face of where we're not getting the access. We're underpaid. And with these new laws that they're putting in, it's really breaking down the family in the house. We're not getting access to a lot. So when you have women in position, especially in politics, because they have families, you don't have to have kids to be in politics. But generally, when you do have a mother that has sometimes been married and been divorced, they know what the nurturing mom comes out, and they know what they need. And they know what the city needs, and they know what the community needs. So I'm happy that in Flint, I think it's predominantly women that are actually running in the Ward 7 and the Ward 1. The candidates are predominantly women. So I was excited about that.
Chris Caleb said that Flint is mostly ran by women. I don't see that.
Y'all had you did have Weaver. I forgot.
Let's talk about right now, though.
Well, right now, you predominantly have males. Because even in your police, I didn't see female police officers.
It's a few.
There is. I didn't see not even one. Well, even when we went on that march, it was most predominantly males.
It's like a few. Women.
No, but I mean, we're at a time when things are going to change. So going back to the reason why you might see in certain places more women is because of population. The numbers are huge. So like, for instance, more men are in Alaska and more women are in Delaware. So if you're looking for a husband, you need to move to Alaska. And you're looking for a wife, you need to move to Delaware. They say the most females are in Delaware and the most males are in Alaska. The states to where it's even, it's Georgia, Mississippi, South Carolina, Maryland,
Clack.
and Delaware.
Hey, Clack.
Who's that? Where you see Clack?
Somebody told me to look in the mirror. Look in the
Oh,
mirror.
my
What
Clack
mirror?
school board.
Clack said a majority of women on the school board. That's true.
To me, it's a hell no, Anna. So what I'm saying, so certain states do have more women. The ratios of women to men is higher. Michigan is one of them. So you probably would see. But your Aunt Debbie's about to step down. Y'all know who I'm calling Aunt Debbie is, right? Your senator.
Debbie Stabenow.
Yeah, she's about to step down, and it's wait a minute. Who's running? I forgot. Who's running? I know that Hill Harper's running, but who else?
Hill Harper, Alyssa Slotkin, and that's it. That I know of.
Okay. So all I'm saying is that you're going to start seeing more females in certain areas getting into these positions because the climate has always been we should stay back and we shouldn't be in leadership. And I heard someone on the bump saying that I said, or Sister Circle said that women shouldn't be in leadership. And that is a lie. I was talking about in the household when you're married, biblical. As a wife, you should let your man lead the house. This is my opinion. But there's nothing wrong with women being in politics and women because Anna is going to be in politics eventually. So there's nothing wrong with that. And so we get into the conversation of position of women and where they should be. That does not mean that if women are in position that they cannot be submissive, be a nurturing mother. They still could hold position. There's a lot of women in positions look at the first lady. She's a great example, Kamala Harris. We finally, first time ever, we have a first gentleman. And I don't think in our household, it doesn't show when they're in point that he feels like he's less of a person because his wife is the vice president of the United States. What do you think, Wyntis?
You know what? I'm really sitting here listening to you like I'm watching TV. I'm so damn tired. I'm dead ass tired. I mean, it's good to have our first black woman vice president, but it's good that she helped out with the cancer cluster study. But to keep it a buck, I haven't seen Kamala do nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing that's what she done for black women. And I got so much flack from, like, I hung around a lot of people, let's say it, urban street legends, let's call them that. And they was like, all she did was lock up men when she was out there in California. Like, she wasn't well liked.
Yeah, the Bay Area, but she had this.
Well, that was under the Democrat administration with the 3-stripe rule.
Yeah, but also she was locking up them parents for the kids that wasn't going to school.
I said she was just locking up
like how
folks. She locked up a lot of black people.
I mean, you just got to go ask people in the Bay Area. Like she turned off a lot of the poor ones. Now, maybe the ones with money that came from the affluent neighborhoods, she was probably great for them. That's just like me with Obama. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna probably get some flack, but to me, Obama lost me when he came in and said the water was great.
We never see him. We never see him turn that faucet on either.
It's like, yeah, it was like to come down and play. Don't get me wrong, because he ain't the first president that didn't fool people. Won't be the last one.
Right.
But it's just like, to me, it's just like when we, and it's going back to how we seeing them. If you go back to like a lot of our politicians, I'm just gonna go off into my Malcolm X and how I felt like Dick Gregory looked at some of this stuff because I've been watching the video. A lot of these so-called leaders that they give us are bought and paid for.
Yep.
Like you got James Clyburn down in South Carolina. He should be up out of office. It seemed like in the Congressional Black Caucus, That should be disbanded. I know I'm gonna catch flack for what I'm saying, but what have they really done? What concessions do they get? They go up and they be ready to give in right to the establishment because it's easy. I can pay you off. Let me
Did
get
y'all
you like
see?
this.
But politics is a pay to play. It really is. Once you look at the
Mhm.
bigger picture, the whole picture, it's a play to play. And I
Did you
think,
see Arthur Woodson's live today with
Yeah,
oh,
Pat
Cynthia
Cynthia.
Johnson, yes.
Cynthia
Thank
Johnson?
you.
She was a state rep, right?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
Detroit.
I'm from
Okay,
Detroit.
yes. But did you hear? And Art was going on his thing, and he's very passionate about his belief on his fight for cancer cluster. But did you see how she wanted him to break down the conversation? When she was asking him, and she was talking about herself. She was asking everybody, I guess, on the 26th to support her because I think someone is about to get locked up for something that they did to her that was offensive. Um, but you don't see support too much with women in position when they run, um, like they do with men. That's just my opinion. Uh, just look at
Do
Tanya.
you think that?
Just
Do
look
you
at
think that?
Tanya's case today. They reversed
Terrible.
it.
Who?
Trying terrible.
Oh
They
yeah, I
reversed
heard
it.
they reversed it. Yeah.
So I'm not saying they don't do it to the men. The only time I feel like they really get the men, this is just my opinion,
Come
is
on
when
with
they
it.
did that goofy Me Too movement. I was against the Me Too movement. I was not for it. Not saying that women don't have a right to, they don't go through these things, but that was like propaganda to me.
I 100% agree with you.
Of course you do.
It's the truth.
But look, I'm just saying, like, so do you think that it's going to be more people voting for Trump because Joe Biden is too old and they too fearful of having a black woman be the face of the United States?
Hold on now. We're going to offend some people. Now, when y'all women got to vote, it was in 1920. It was not
Why
us.
you looking at
No,
me
because
like
I'm
that?
just saying, when 1920, it was not us. And what I mean by that, it
That's
was the.
not what I said.
Hold on, listen to what I'm saying.
Oh,
Cause you missing the play. This your problem. Now y'all want to speak. I'm finna tell you highly intellectual women. This is only in a thing in America. Other countries allow their women to rule. I'm just saying this is an American thing.
No, Mexico just got their first women president.
Oh, okay. Well, they just did that too. But I'm just saying, when you look at far as westernized, you look at Britain. Do
can
they
I
do,
answer
do
the
they have?
question? You
Hold
make
up.
a great politician,
No,
but
I'm
you're not
not, because
answering
I'm
the
finna
question.
give this to you. In America, it's called having the ball syndrome. It's hard for them to have a woman to go. But I'm just telling you, this was the same man in 1920. They mother could birth them, have them, breastfeed them, nurture them, all this and that. Up until they know what they got when they became 18, they didn't even have the decency to vote for their mother to be able to vote. This is a white Christian country. Why this was did. This was white men who did this. They had a problem. Shit, they threw Hillary Clinton up there. It wasn't us. We voted. People of color voted for Hillary. But when it came down to it came down to certain
Man versus
particulars.
woman.
Certain particulars, not one all. Let's don't say all.
Man versus woman.
No, it was the white man. Let's be honest.
Versus man versus woman.
Yeah, yeah, but you gotta put it where it's at, and it's no disrespect to them.
Well,
You,
answer my question. What I just
do
said.
you feel they had a problem with Kamala? No, they had a problem. Period, with a woman being president. On that case, Hillary
Answer my
won.
damn question.
Come on with it, Wyntis.
Do you think that it's gonna be more people voting for Trump because they too scared that Joe may fall off,
I mean,
and they're scared of a black woman being the president of the United States?
I'm not gonna just say black woman. They would be scared of a woman. Period. You have Barack as president. Now we might gonna get another black president for another 200 years, but I'm just saying, in general, it's a woman. Period. I think America would be scared of. It ain't. I mean, now they will probably have flipped the fuck out with Kamala getting in there, but and it's not like she's gonna be having collard greens, fried chicken at the White House. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? They would be scared of a woman, period. I don't know why America is like that. You would think America would accept a woman to be the president. I don't know why. You got Europe, and I mean, Britain and done it. I don't. I can't answer that. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why they wouldn't let a woman? Because I don't want to confuse people saying it'd be a woman of color. Now you probably got some of the forefathers like they. But if they turned over in their grave for Barack, we got through that. But with Kamala, I just think for her being a woman and a woman of color, shit, they'll burn down the White House. I'm just saying, but women, period. They didn't want
Well,
Hillary,
you see, they were allowed to come on January 6th and tear our area up.
which was wrong. But I'm just saying.
I saw it in real time.
But who do the people want? Now, I say this: who you think America gonna pick if it's Kamala Harris versus Trump?
They're going to
That's
pick
the
the
question.
felon.
Trump. I truly believe they're gonna pick
They're
Trump.
going to pick the felon because everybody thinks this is a joke.
He was the only felon I ever known to get 34 of them
34
and
counts.
walk out the courtroom.
But let's be honest, though.
You get one count, we handcuff even before the count.
But can we be honest though? Let's go back to this right here since we forgetting. What about third oh shit. What's the Supreme Court justice?
Which
And
one?
what
Clarence Thomas.
Clarence Thomas and Anita Hill.
Mhm.
How did that woman get drugged through on there when she came and say the stuff that Clarence Thomas did? How did they drag that woman?
They drug her down to the depths of the earth.
That's because Clarence Ben sold himself out to the devil.
Well, let's give you a good one. Let's go back to the lady who had an affair with Kwame Kilpatrick.
Oh, yeah.
Kwame was able to go to jail, come back. He's a minister now, doing great things in the world. And whatever happened to that lady?
Wow.
We don't hear nothing about her. Nothing.
And that maybe she probably took the low key role like Monica Lewinsky did.
But why should she have to?
Look how Monica got dragged. I mean,
why you messed up? You slept with somebody. Okay, and
how many? Answer this question, Anna. How many presidents didn't have affairs?
All of them.
Okay.
All of them. Marilyn Monroe.
I say that about Barack Obama.
Marilyn Monroe was put like a sex symbol, but she actually was a high class whore. I'm sorry.
And it's no being disrespectful. They're human. It's just crazy that this is the type of stuff that we will use now to take somebody down. That's what I'm going with the Me Too. And I get you on that. Why I thought that was this. I thought the Me Too movement was a setup. How they've been. I'll give you an example. Like we go to these sports. You got the cheerleaders.
At the NAACP.
We had the cheerleaders. They had these women dressed certain ways around these athletes.
Oh, they set them up.
Yeah, they. I give you a clear example with Deshaun Watson. The stuff that was going down, all these women. How did the owner and he just happened to pay for these women lawyer? His lawyer happened to take their case. They be knowing what the fetishes of these people be. That's just like the one guy was gonna run for governor down in Florida, but somehow his pictures came out. He was met down low, he was down low. These things we already know, but who be doing it? It's just, to me, it's like a kick in the face to the woman. First, we was treating y'all like y'all was nothing, but now we're gonna come with the Me Too movement and say, hey, you can do this now. Go back how these men have been treated.
Me either, Cheryl. I'm not putting Obama in that category of cheating.
Andrew Gilliam. I really wasn't saying it for Obama. I was talking about past presidents. I was going with the reason I was making a point with Bill Clinton with the Monica Lewinsky. Like, they was really finna impeach this man.
That Me Too movement wasn't for black and brown women. That was for white women.
Right.
That was for white women.
Right.
Because the people that they took down was the people they wanted to take out of position.
Right.
It seemed like the only people they took down was our popular black figures.
Yeah. But, okay, I was talking to my girlfriend about this, right? And this is where I say as women, we can be stronger and nurturing about this. I get tired. And I mean, I get tired. And I know P. Diddy did something wrong. And I know that Kanye might have irked some people. And I know that R. Kelly might have did this and Bill Cosby. But why do we broadcast it with our skin? And what I mean by that, why do we as people talk about our own to make money off of it. Why can't we have summits in our townhouse to encourage each other instead of making fun of each other? Because why is it that we keep pinning the black man like he's the worst thing on this earth, but we don't see no one bringing down no white man?
But you just answered your own question. Why do we talk about it? To make money off of it.
No, the people that are making the money is not us, Wyntis.
Right.
Shit.
That's the issue. No, they're not. The owner and the producers of those shows.
Right.
Those are the ones that make the money. It is not us.
About it. Look at the YouTube gossipers. Look at the people on YouTube making millions talking about this gossip shows. Look at the morning shows talking about this gossip.
Look at Candace Owens. When they ain't want her no more, they put her butt down.
Yep. That allow you. I get what you're saying.
We ain't no one making no money. We ain't making no money like certain groups. We're not. But we sit there, we get into these spaces and we talk about this stuff, but we don't never have no summit to build each other back up and to say, let's stop talking about our own. Let them do it, because they're the ones that really want to talk about it. They put the agenda out there for us. They give us the spaces. They give us the time. They give us the media. And then they put us out there to talk about each other. They love it, because then they don't have to say they said it. We said it. That's how I look at it. This is how I look at it. And every time I turn around, I'm like, these are possibly our sons, our nephews. And we sitting there talking about black men in a horrible way. And regardless of whatever the black man has done, there's a reason behind everything. And there's someone even worse.
That's right, Mama Quill. And they allow us to make a couple of coins to keep us talking.
No, but I like what Angela. I like what Angela just said. She's like, "Well, look, Anna, they're making money, just not real money. Some of them are happy for crumbs. Look at our council; they're happy for lawnmowers, but the powerhouse is getting millions. Yeah, millions. But
who wouldn't be happy with? If I was Ashley Capital and I'm getting a $72 million project, hell yeah, I'll give you 11,000 lawnmower. Hell, I might give you 2.
But see, this is the thing. I get what Anna's saying, because don't nobody say nothing about Clyde Davis. No. Don't nobody say nothing about the executives in Hollywood. Just look at my man who grabbed Terry Crews. Mm-hmm. And Terry Crews couldn't say nothing because he was scared about not having a job. Just think about the women at the director's couch. I ain't saying didn't no man have to do what they had to do, but just look how they did. And this just ain't started 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50. We can go back to the conception of Hollywood. Just look at, if you go back and read some of the stories, how the early actresses, what they had to do. This is nothing but a carry on.
What's his name? Majors? What's the actor named Majors? That woman harassed him. Yes. That woman harassed
Jonathan Majors.
She chased him. And they flipped the narrative and took his money. And we sat there and we wanted to worry more about the fact that he was with a snow bunny, as Dr. Omar says.
Yeah.
Instead of saying we shouldn't even be talking negative about him.
I'm glad you brought him up. So I was watching him the other day, and he like made me really think about some stuff while we talking about the takedown of Hollywood. Mm-hmm. Did you hear when he said, like, whatever happened to the hallway footage from Whitney Houston? Like she in the top Beverly Hills hotel where all the stars stay, and she ended up dying in the bathtub the same way he said Jimi Hendrix did. And the difference between the two, where he was like, Jimi Hendrix wanted to fund something with the Black Panther movement, but Jimi Hendrix's manager was a CIA somebody.
If you go
and then, let me finish my story, because I know you're ready to jump on this for 2 feet. And then they said, what do all Black people, like the singers and the artists, the first thing that they go after when they get broke? Mm-hmm. They masters.
Yeah.
And so it was said that Whitney Houston was broke.
Right. Like they said Michael.
Like they said Prince was.
Right.
I mean, like, and the list goes on and on and on and on.
Right.
And they all come up dead.
Yeah.
I mean, like, is it a coincidence or?
But this is.
I don't even know how we got on this.
But I'm just saying. But this is. To come to that. But that is powerful though. look how they. But you will see, and I do agree, you will see more women pushing back. It seems like you get some men who might speak up, but you be having more of the women who will speak up. I'm just saying, look how you hear for Monique, even though they, because we always said this about Eric Mays, who it came from. Didn't nobody want to listen to Monique when she was saying with Tyler Perry, I mean, this, and that.
Right.
Just, you know what I'm saying? It was like, because who it came from. Don't get me wrong. When Cat came with it, all he did was just prove everything that she was saying was true.
Mm-hmm.
But how did we look at it? You had people mad at Cat. Oh, you shouldn't do this and that. He didn't call out the white people. He did call out Harvey Weinstein.
Right.
But they forgot that.
You got Oprah still taking pictures and
yeah,
stuff.
but you can't call out Oprah because she's she's
part of the elite.
Right. But Oprah, but I get what Anna's saying, but how we dog ours, but we don't call them. That's why I didn't really want to go so much into the Puffy situation, but I do have to because Ashley does cover the as far as the hot topics things, Hollywood. But I get it, because you don't hear about the other ones. All you hear about is the Black did this, Puffy did this. But who trained Puffy how to do this? Who taught Puffy how to beat people out of contract?
And sorry, I mean, you think R. Kelly was the first person that pissed on somebody? I mean, I guess that was graphic, but I'm just saying.
I don't mean to bring up Howard Stern, but why was Howard Stern allowed to talk the way he did for so many years on radio?
Right.
Great women, and would say, "Pull up your shirt. Let us see your breasts. Let us see if they jiggle." You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what he did, and it was okay for him to do that on national TV. Look at Hugh Hefner. Yeah. He had hundreds of women running around the Playboy Mansion, and now it's a historic place to visit.
But your president said, Trump said the realest thing. Oh, this is what we do when he said we just grab him and do this. Because when men got money, and this what I get it and I don't understand, and I'm just gonna call a spade a spade.
Phyllis Hyman was killed.
Yeah,
she committed suicide after leaving Clive Davis. Oh, I didn't know that.
But why does most of the artists be broke, but the managers don't, and artists the ones out here working?
Because they own the damn masters. They own the rights to the artists.
Even Rush Limbaugh, you know what I'm saying? You have people that was. My thing is like how it's set up. It's just like, to me, the way the woman has been used is really terrible, and to me, it's just what I didn't heard. The devil last trick was gonna be his woman. And what I mean, look how they sick the woman on you. This cold-blooded, like, anytime you can get in a woman head, I want you to go over there and say this person did this to you, call rape. That is foul. Just look how Clinton got played, and we know that was political. Who gonna keep a dress with some stuff, life juice on it? I'm not trying to be vulgar in that, but who keep a skirt and say, because he left life juice on it? Who keep that? I mean, you just got to really look at some of these things that's going on, how we see how the game, even with these politicians, they had Pizzagate in D.C. I know you probably heard about it, where they were saying the prostitution ring. All these things they be knowing, it's just to who you piss off. When you piss off.
Mm-hmm. I mean, how many women do you think come through the back door of the White House? I mean, that's just to be serious.
Let's be honest. Every time one of ours becomes a billionaire, they get taken down, right? Do you think Michael Jordan's next?
I think 50 Cent is, to be honest with you, because he's now he's with the liquor company.
The liquor company, yep.
That's who went at Puffy when Puffy sued that liquor company. See, these are billionaire families who own this. When you come out and try to make an ass of them, because it's what Kanye West did. Remember, Kanye was in the clothing when he
tried to do their money from him.
Just look at Jordan. Why do Jordan got to go through Nike to do a deal? He can't put his own name. Phil Knight ain't went out there, jumped up and down, had people throwing some Nike. I believe I can fly. You can do this. Phil Knight, great. That's generational wealth.
But didn't Kanye come back and break off? He did all of this crazy shit.
When he got to the top,
came back out with some stuff.
But when he got to the top, he found out that you have to partner up. Even though you want to be your own,
right?
You cannot be your own. You're gonna go up under us. Look at Dapper Dan with with Gucci, because he's been doing it. Why Dapper Dan can't design his own? Why he got to be up under Gucci? Why he got to work? To me, it's like why we can't own our own industry. That's like people forget what Suge Knight and them. when they got in trouble, when they brought down all these record companies, and with Jay Prince, Rap a Lot, Irv Gotti, them, because they wanted to do their own distribution. When you go do your own and you cut them off, it's a problem.
Well, look at it. Look at what you just said. When you get to the top, you still got to make deals with the white man. So look at us down here on a lower local level, just to play politics.
Yep.
And we asking ourselves why.
Look at Byron Allen. This goes to us, Anna. When he was suing him and Roland Martin, when they was trying to get fires minorities, and when I say minorities, I'm talking about black and brown. I'm not talking about no women, because they consider minorities too. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about industry where a black and brown can get these contracts like advertising coming in. That's what Byron Allen and Roland Martin was battling with, but it should have opened it up for all for the get, not just certain ones. Still to this day, that is money. But if I do that, if I let you get in, just look at all the black shows when they have them. They let Martin build up Fox. I mean, these channels. Then they take them off and replace them with the white shows. Then it's gone. Come on, what can we have our own? You know what I'm saying? It's like
just like what was it? The show that they said Living Single, based off of Friends.
Friends was based off
actually first.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I meant to say. Yeah.
Now, when I talk about this, we cannot be racist. You know that, right? Black and brown people cannot be racist. I hope y'all know that. I know y'all know that. But anyway, make a long story short.
Yes, ma'am.
We can be judgmental. We can be prejudiced. But all of us can be prejudiced in our own ways. But when we talk about these topics and we talk about these conversations, this ain't just lies. This is facts. Like, what's his name say? Facts. This is facts.
Rich.
These are things.
Rich famous facts.
Facts. These are real situations, and the system was set up to keep us fighting. Going back to her name, what's her name? The lady from earlier on Art's thing.
Cynthia Johnson.
Cynthia Johnson. She kind of like touched on that. It's above Neely. It's above the Liddells. It's above. Who's in control? I say it all the time. I know we look from the lower. Now, when you vote, you have to vote from the lower because they affect you. But then you also have to look at who's in the governor, who's in your Senate, who's in your Congress. So you just can't focus on the president, because by the time the president gets to you, really the other people affected you. And then you got to see who they're bringing in to be judges. Because even in Tanya's case, it's just crazy how you're allowed to reverse something to say you want someone else's opinion. And then you turn around and say, we're going to go back at this. When we all know that when Eric Mays went to, was that the federal judge? She said it on there. We got in that Zoom. Thank you for Dr. Padroni putting the Zoom link out there. I posted it for us to get on there. That lady was kicking us out. She said, you could just listen, but you have to go on this, but you can't be, they kicked us out where we could only hear. We couldn't be in the same room.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I kept telling everybody they're going to kick you out. But even her, what that judge said out of her mouth was, I'm only going to go with the decision of the state. Basically, heifer, you just got paid all this money just to say you weren't going to deal with it. Mm-hmm. So what is going on? Who is being paid off? Who does Neely owe to? Where's the back pay? Or what's going on with him? Like, why is he doing what he's doing? Why is Liddell doing what she's doing? It's a bigger picture.
We figured that out. I think Mickey and I had a long talk on election day, 15 hours after election day when they first announced the votes of who won mayor, and it came down, even though it was like the biggest turnout we've seen, and they said Neely had won. At that point, we realized it was much bigger than us. We wasn't just dealing with local players around here. We dealing with people on a state level. We dealing with a state, national, federal cover up here. I mean, just think about all the stuff that he's gotten away with and council gotten away with. Do you think if it was just an average town with no major millionaire players here, that we could have got away with misusing $94 million? Not 9, 94. $94 million. There's no way in hell
Yeah.
that they wouldn't have came in and did all kind of forensic audits.
Oh,
And
they
even
knew.
though, like, I mean, we just got to say facts is facts. When Weaver was mayor, Dr. Weaver was mayor, she was under federal investigation 5 fucking times.
Was on her.
5 times. I mean, so much until where they would knock at the door and she's like, that's the FBI. I mean, at her house door, okay?
I mean, wrote her.
And for this man right here, nearly not to get a letter.
Did you hear what Cynthia Johnson said? Not to cut you off. I know you watched the honor. Did you hear what he said about Santos when the Republicans kicked him out?
Oh yeah.
And Art said, why the Democrats ain't coming for him lying about a degree like the Republicans? What did the Queen, Cynthia A. Johnson, state rep of Detroit, say? He doing what they want him to do.
Yep.
Bingo.
Everybody has a price tag at some point. You'll get tired. And some of us give in.
He got his wake-up call because they're not sending it out. They said, boy, you can stay here. You can stay local. You can mess up everything you want to do in the state. But they ain't sending his ass to D.C. He got that wake-up call. And I don't know if he think he going to be lieutenant governor. That's why I'm hearing out here in the wind. But he ain't going to get that either. They're not giving him nothing else. Because hell, as soon as it came out that he lied about that degree, Whitmer pulled away from him. She kept sending Garland Gilchrist down here, the black man, to be shown with it.
But it's going to be kind of hard to protect him on a national level. We can keep him in a town like Flint, a city like Flint. But on a national level, you think the outers not going to be looking? You think Lance ain't going to look at that? I mean, let's don't say Lance. Let's just say Montrose, Sterling Heights, Macomb. You know what I'm saying? It's when you running what he wanted to do, like it was the outskirts. He would have probably been good in Flint. But when you hit the outskirts, he wasn't getting elected. Because they was going to be calling him out. And that was going to be the problem. I think if he could have kept Flint huddled down like where it wasn't all this stuff coming out, because you got to think Liddell Lewis City Council on a national stage, they look fucked up.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
Passing unbalanced budgets when the CFO just for the, I understand why they push this to the back. I understand why they breaking civil law for the people. I understand the laws that they breaking because this thing got out of hand. On a national level, people started to see from different states. This just ain't Flint. This just ain't just Michigan, California, Philadelphia, Mississippi, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Tennessee, Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Texas. You got Arkansas, you got Ohio, these states. The East Coast, New York, New Jersey. Well, the DC people are seeing this in real time. Like, you think we finna let him come? You see, he couldn't even keep the Negroes together. Couldn't keep them couldn't brush that fire down, put that fire out.
But he will not go down as a recalled mayor.
True.
They will let him finish out. It's
what up, good brother Deldrin?
A good wrecked up job is he doing? Hey, Deldrin, the horrible, I mean, a banged up job is he's doing. He's still gonna be able to finish his term until 2026.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But because you gotta do that. That's the least they can do to him. Say, listen, we're not gonna recall you. That's why I keep saying the atmosphere. Just think about it. When they did it on Woodrow Stanley, when they did it on Weaver, how many recalls was coming in on them? How much news press that the news is putting out there how they wasn't doing good?
Every day.
Was Channel 12, could Weaver stop Channel 12 from running articles on her?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I mean, it was so bad when Weaver ran against Neely. I mean, he backed out the debate and they said, you can't even get your airtime.
They paid by the government. Those channels are paid by the government, so they can be shut down at any time if they're not speaking what they want them to speak.
But not to cut you off, Anna, who run the news stations here?
Who run the government?
Neely does. Well, the government does, but I mean, Neely pretty much can tell you when to turn on, when to turn off, what to say, what not to say, what not to even show.
I think we give him too much power.
Mm-hmm.
I think we really give Neil
No,
too
no.
much power.
Who owns Channel 12, the news stations here?
Not him.
Who owns the building?
Oh, the Uptown.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. So if you're not in agreement, you're not getting what they don't want on there. Now he might can call like, hey, I need some help. I need that's what I feel like he doing. Like, hey, they own me. I need y'all gotta help me. That's the power he got.
Like,
I think I saw. I thought I saw Rose had put a post where she had literally took pictures of illegal dumping in Ward 1, and he did a press conference lying about that he was the one in the police, saw this. I guess it was this truck or whatever it was. I don't want to quote Rose's post, but go on Flint Reboot and read it. Like, she literally was the one that reported it, where she saw illegal dumping. So people are coming in and illegally dumping. We don't even know if they're paid to illegally dump, so they can get rid of these homes so they don't have to pay for these taxes. If you break those homes down, that the city's not required for that area. So keep tearing no houses down.
Oh, what are you talking about? What is Wisner talking about? That meeting we was at?
Yeah, the one with Jan Marie when she talked. I mean, yeah.
It said that, did you notice the negativity to Jan Marie when she spoke about a woman's right to choose? Was that when we was at the meeting at the library?
I think was it another one? I think it was the one the Republican. Yeah. We went to that Republican one.
Okay.
Yeah, it went left.
It did.
Where that person is writing in the YouTube side?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not on.
Yeah, because he was talking about that did, but that's what I'm saying here. To me, it's like Flint is so politic. I didn't understand how much politics run Flint. I didn't understand that. I'm honest with you. I didn't know Flint. I didn't know how deep it runs.
Oh, it's deep. Even I'll say something here that I saw in real time. Anytime, so we had 9 people running in Ward 7. 9 people. We kept trying to tell them, it's too many of y'all. It's too many of y'all. Can y'all agree for 2 of y'all to go up? Because there was no Republican running against them. They were all Dems. But it was 9 of them. And they couldn't agree to step down. So you already know what happens with the numbers, right? But the night that we were having the vote to say who was going to win, the mayor of the city came to a specific council member's party. Even before they said he won, she specifically went to him, and like she was going to make an announcement, and they hadn't even put the final numbers in. Now, come on now. But you got to look at how they pay people off. I overheard that she actually took homeless people, our mayor, and fed them, and then took them to go vote. So what you going to do when you feed homeless people? They're going to vote for you because you're going to feed us.
Yeah.
Right.
Shit, feed me.
So what you think Neely does? What you think Neely does?
Feeding on 501c3s.
Yes.
I would no.
I mean, he do better than that. We got pictures of him going up, and he's standing by the door at polling sites. Nothing happened. He gave out. Now they said you can't entice voters with anything. He has like these little hand spray sanitizers.
Oh Lord.
He gave those out at polling locations.
And what happened?
Nothing.
Did you forget about Mailgate?
What? How many damn gates do we got around here? We got a wall. We got the Great Wall of China around here.
But we didn't do the. I'm just saying when Doug Matthews put stuff in the Ethics Accountability Board.
When Liddell put them in the mailboxes or had someone.
Hold up! Remember, dead people voted in Flint.
Oh wow.
Too.
Oh yeah, that's true. And houses that weren't there.
Yes. But remember some of them canisters was the seal was broken. Remember that?
What is y'all talking about? Listen, let me address this shit right here because this is getting on my damn nerves.
What?
Jessica Stewart and this whiz nerd, y'all talking about it. Nothing happened in Clubhouse. I don't know what y'all referring to. If y'all talking about, we was talking about the women's rights and Jan Marie, get off of here with that shit, okay? Because I'm tired of this stuff. I don't know what y'all got against Sister Circle and Ana and all of this, but this is rubbing me the wrong fucking way tonight.
Where in the world? Where are you seeing this at?
Okay, I'm done.
Some people must have me blocked where I can't see what they're saying. Because I'm on the Clubhouse. The Clubhouse, Lord, I said I'm on the Clubhouse. I don't even talk on the Clubhouse. What the hell?
Well, I
I
don't
be
know what the hell they
It's
were bringing
talking
up the
about
Clubhouse
it
for.
was talking
Sick
about
of this shit.
about the Jamboree over at
Well, I'm
the
just saying, like, hell, if you don't like a show, don't fucking watch it.
Oh shit. What is it with Jan Marie? Because we talk. So that's how you know who. So okay, Wiznerd, are you the person that's recording under another name?
I don't know. That just popped up today.
Because remember, that was the thing I was talking about. People are recording and they're not there listening to the whole thing. It's called critical thinking. Why are you selecting a person when we're talking in Clubhouse? Like, what is your reason for picking that person? You know, we have a lot of fans of people, but we don't.
Nobody brought up Jan Marie's name,
voting.
so I don't even want to get started with that on here tonight.
Lord have mercy. Well, you already know since the beginning. It's just hate, natural hate, for no damn reason. People say things, do things for no damn reason.
It was talking about what happened over at the Republican thing.
I don't care.
I mean, you gotta get smart with me.
Niggas mad. I can't even. I'm trying to Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like it just came up for no damn reason, and this Wiznerd, whoever it is, just popped out today. All right, so back to what was we saying.
Lord have mercy. Now you got me over here looking at the dawn. I could care less what anyone got to say. Especially when it doesn't.
Here we go. Just calling a spade a spade. She heard someone say Jan Marie was not a good candidate for the 7th ward. On this show, are you talking about this show right here? Are you talking about Sister Circle, this show right here? Since you want to call a spade, let's talk about this show right here. Did you hear anybody on this show say Jan Marie was not a good candidate for the 7th ward? I don't care how long you've been supporting me. Have you heard anybody on this show say Jan Marie was not a good candidate for the 7th ward today?
We never talked about any candidate on here.
This is where bullshit gets started from.
Now, if you want to talk about the clubhouse is open for anyone to ask questions. So whoever
they said on Clubhouse, they heard Ana say that about that. Quit bringing up shit about Clubhouse on our shows. If you don't like Ana, don't watch fucking Sister Circle.
Wyntis, just ignore it. Just ignore it, Wyntis. You know, it's funny now. You can see who's listening, but you can see who the. You can see now. You can see who the ones that are on there recording.
What Ana said.
Ana doesn't live in Flint, and I can say whatever the hell I want. I'm not voting for anyone. I have a right to say how I feel in any room that I'm in, but in Sister Circle, we don't talk about it. But since you want to bring it up, if you don't like the fact that I said why we vote for people just because we don't like another person, that's a question. And I bring questions to the Clubhouse because sometimes we get blank and we talk. The problem is that haters will hate
on here today. We weren't talking about that on here today. Talk all these damn fake pages coming up here.
No, but that's the thing that I was saying in Clubhouse. You got people that stay at the bottom and act like there's somebody else, and you got
sick of that damn Clubhouse
because they're hateful. If you sit there and all you do is breed every week on how you can say something negative about a person or assume something about a person, you got psychological issues. You need a therapist. Sometimes y'all need some dick for these women. They got too much testosterone in them. Lord forgive me.
Can't see them, Miss J, because they on the YouTube side.
But Wyntis, we can't stop the trolls. We can't stop the trolls.
Can't stop the trolls, but
the truth is, all of these shows are recorded.
We ain't talking about.
You know what's funny? Sometimes I think, are these trolls connected to these people that they keep talking about? Are we sending spies in to listen to people? That's what it boils down to. Whose team are you really on? Are you on the team of democracy or are you on the team of bullshit? Are you here to create chaos?
Nerd, I'm gonna ask you real nice. Go. Go. Just go. You came on here with some shit in mind, started some shit, talking to Jessica. Nobody on this show the whole night said anything about Jan-Marie. You came on here with some bullshit in mind.
Oh, they came.
I don't care. I don't care.
So you gotta look at who started it, because sometimes people in the chat will start the conversation and then they get other people involved. Hate is real. Insecurity is real. Jealousy is real. But the sad part is, I know for a fact we don't even talk about. Why are we even saying the name?
Because it's pissing me off when I see it going in the chat and it's like, oh, really? What happened? And blah, blah, blah. We weren't even talking about
But that's how you know.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, wow. Put your real name up there. Put your real name up there.
Oh, look at Missy's in the YouTube chat. Hey, Missy. Look at Tavis Benton says, stay focused. Stay focused. Girl, we focus. But you know what? It's just messed up that all it is exposure of who's listening. What are you listening with the ear of chaos? Do you come to divide? That's the reality of what we're dealing with. Do you come with an ear of inclusion?
If you feel attacked, ear. Block them. Block them. block their ass. Block them. Now, since they feel it, block them. Hell, I'm tired.
Trolls are real. They're trolls.
I don't want nobody to feel attacked, so get the hell on. Next.
Lord, okay.
I was already tired. And you know, I get a look.
I know.
Tired. So what was we saying?
It's the end. No, I think just she wasn't talking. She was talking to whoever the Wiz nerd is and wanted to just she wanted gone. I swear I don't get back up. You know, it is.
You know, but I hate that. Yeah. We was on a good topic. And you always have somebody coming in here trying to start some shit, and then somebody else feeding into it, and it just boiled over tonight, and I'm tired. I'm just tired of it. And I know everybody say ignore them, leave them alone, but you know, come in here with your real names, and let's talk about it.
Shoot, come in with your faces. Stop putting these fake pictures up. No, but Mickey, you know, at the end of the day, remember that, you know, back on Clubhouse, I had to say something because I kept hearing the water and I kept hearing our voices being repeated. And I was like, damn, well, who's in here? Like, why are y'all causing chaos? Like, you know, when we talk about anything, how we feel or what our opinions. I always question people. Why are you voting for that person? Just because they can talk on a podium professionally, or what are they doing? That I challenge everybody. When you're voting, don't just vote for because the other person that's on some shit, you could probably get the next person be even worse. So I always challenge people to really know that candidate, not because they can speak professionally. But can they show who they are? There's things about what you say.
I said I agree. I definitely agree with you. I agree. And I watch not only the candidates, I watch who they're associated with. Yeah. And there's a lot of people that's around here running that I wouldn't vote for.
There's people that are even running that, you know, not trying to put exposure on them, are not supportive of 810 News Media Group. But for me, I can't vote for nobody. Yeah, I talk about Rose all the time. I'm sorry. If I live there, I will vote for Rose Morrow. I met her in person. I talked to her. I seen what she does. That's just my opinion. I can't vote for Ward 1. But don't put it on 810. Don't put it on 810. Don't put it on anyone on 810. Even if I make my little TikToks about Rose Morrow, support her, that's just me. Ain't no one asked me to do anything. That's just me. If I want to say question about Jan Marie Arbor, I question anybody. I don't care how sweet you look, that you come to the podium and talk professionally. I question everyone's integrity. I question who you hang with. I question what groups are you paying for your campaign. I question who you sit with in rooms with.
Tony said
we don't listen to that. We always think because we can talk that's a good candidate. Look who is funding them. Look at the rooms they're with. We don't look at things like that. It could be worse off than it is now. Mm-hmm. That is nothing against Jan Marie Arbor. That's the truth.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Well,
oh my God, did you see Tony?
Tony said he had to get it off his chest. His real name was Antonio. Look, Mickey said we gotta go. Thank you for joining Sister Circle tonight. We had a very enlightening show. Thank you, Ana. Thank you, A10, this media group. Shout out to Spacey Sprocket over there, his hot rocket. He didn't jump off the plane. It was a very good show, good enlightening show. Ana, go ahead and take us out.
God damn it, leave us alone if you do not like Sister Circle.
She said, what the fuck?
She said, peace.
Peace. Okay.